What if I told you there's a company worth nearly $300 billion that most people have never heard of? A company so secretive, so powerful, that it knows more about global operations than almost any government agency. Meet Palantir Technologies, the invisible giant pulling strings behind the scenes of everything from national security to corporate boardrooms. This isn't another tech unicorn selling social media ads. This is the company that helped find Osama bin Laden, tracks down financial fraud, and is quietly becoming the backbone of artificial intelligence in America. And right now, it's delivering returns that are crushing the market. In 2025, while most investors were chasing the usual suspects, Palantir stocks soared an astounding 80%. That's not a typo, 80%. While the S&P 500 crawled forward at 5%, Palantir left tech giants like Apple and Microsoft in the dust. But here's what makes this story fascinating. Despite being the second best performing stock in the entire S&P 500, most people couldn't tell you what Palantir actually does. They're hiding in plain sight, a $300 billion company that operates in the shadows. Founded in 2003 by Peter Thiel and a team of Stanford computer scientists, Palantir wasn't built to chase consumer trends. It was built to solve the world's most complex problems, the kind that keep governments awake at night and make CEOs sweat. To predict threats before they emerge, fraud before it happens, opportunities before competitors even know they exist. This is what Palantir does. They don't just analyze data, they make it speak. Their artificial intelligence platform isn't another chatbot or recommendation engine. It's the connective tissue between raw information and life-changing decisions. While tech companies fight for your attention on social media, Palantir fights for something bigger: national security. In 2025 alone, they secured a $795 million contract with the Department of Defense, a $30 million deal with Immigration and Customs Enforcement, partnerships with agencies you've never heard of, solving problems you couldn't imagine. But this isn't just about government contracts. It's about being indispensable. When your technology becomes critical to national security, you don't just have customers. You have a mission. And missions don't get canceled when budgets tighten. While everyone was talking about ChatGPT and generative AI, Palantir was quietly building something more profound. They weren't creating AI to write poems or generate images. They were creating AI to run the world. Their artificial intelligence platform doesn't just answer questions, it makes decisions. It optimizes supply chains worth billions. It detects fraud, saving companies millions. It predicts equipment failures before they happen. This is operational AI, the kind that moves money, saves lives, and reshapes entire industries. And as more companies realize they need this kind of intelligence to survive, Palantir's value proposition becomes irresistible. Let's talk about what really matters: the numbers. But here's the kicker: they're just getting started. While established in government, their commercial business is exploding. Fortune 500 companies are lining up, realizing they need Palantir's intelligence to compete in an AI-driven world. Think about it. Every major corporation generates massive amounts of data. Most of it sits useless in digital warehouses. Palantir turns that liability into their greatest asset. Now, let's be honest about the risks. This isn't a safe, dividend-paying utility stock. Palantir trades at valuations that would make value investors nervous. Government contracts can change with political winds. There are questions about privacy, about the power of surveillance, about the ethics of data intelligence. These aren't just business risks. They're societal conversations that could impact everything. But here's what risk-aware investors understand. Sometimes the biggest risks hide the biggest opportunities. And right now, Palantir sits at the intersection of every major technological and geopolitical trend. So why should this matter to you? Because we're witnessing the birth of a new kind of company. Not just a software vendor, but the nervous system of the modern world. When you become indispensable to governments and irreplaceable to corporations, growth becomes inevitable. They're not just riding the AI wave, they're creating it. Every major trend in technology, from edge computing to autonomous systems, runs through Palantir's vision of the future. Here's what makes this opportunity special. Most people still don't understand what Palantir does. They see a government contractor or a data company. They miss the bigger picture. While retail investors chase meme stocks and crypto, institutional investors are quietly accumulating Palantir shares. They see what's coming. A world where data intelligence isn't optional. It's survival. The smart money isn't betting on Palantir's current business. They're betting on their inevitable future, becoming the operating system for intelligent organizations everywhere. So the next time you hear about artificial intelligence changing the world, remember this. Behind every smart city, every predictive system, every data-driven decision that matters, there's likely a company you've never heard of making it possible. Palantir Technologies, the $300 billion secret hiding in plain sight, the company that doesn't just predict the future, it builds it. This isn't investment advice. It's an invitation to see the invisible. Because sometimes, the most powerful forces in the world are the ones most people never notice, until it's too late to ignore them. Thank you for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I appreciate all the love.